Hello, and welcome to the Bacon Academy Student News. I'm Trey Archambault.
And I'm Lexy Bisson.
Coming up on today's top stories, the dance team will be having their tryouts, a 91-year-old man got his high school diploma, and companies are giving you money for your old phone.
So Trey, what's going on here at Bacon?
PAL is holding a sock drive for the Colchester Social Services. New sock donations are needed and there will be a collection bin in the office. The drive goes from December 3rd to the 7th.
There are only 6 spaces left for the ski club. Today is the last day that Parks and Rec are taking registrations. Hurry before these spaces close.
The dance team will be holding auditions for their competition season on Monday, December 10th. If you are interested, please sign up in the office. There will be an information session from 2:30 to 3 on Friday, December 8th in the lobby.
A photo of a New York City police officer kneeling down to give a barefoot homeless man in Times Square a pair of boots on a cold November night is melting even the iciest of New York's hearts online. Officer Lawrence DePrimo, who was on counterterrorism duty in Times Square, saw the older homeless man without shoes sitting on 42nd Street. The 25-year-old officer left and then returned with a pair of $100 boots he bought at a nearby Skechers store.
U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on Thursday unveiled what she is describing as a blueprint to guide global efforts in wiping out the AIDS virus, focusing on improving treatment and prevention practices to get ahead of the pandemic. The initiative is part of a plan to usher in an AIDS-free generation, says Clinton, who hailed a 200% increase in U.S.-funded antiretroviral drug treatments since 2008.
A World War II veteran in Lancaster has received a long overdue honor. City Council awarded Stanley Snyder, 91, his high school diploma Tuesday night. He was joined by his family, including his wife of 67 years. In 1941, Snyder left school in 9th grade to provide for his family when his father became ill and later joined the Army. As a machine gunner on a tank, he stormed Omaha Beach in Normandy on D-Day. After the war, he returned back to his hometown in Pennsylvania.
If you've been near social media or on the internet, you may be aware of the buzz over the post claiming a teenage boy took home a pregnancy test as a joke, received a positive result, and wound up being diagnosed with testicular cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, the pregnancy test picks up through the hormone beta-HCG, a hormone only men possess, which is how the pregnancy test had a positive result.
If you are thinking of getting a new cell phone this holiday season, then you might want to consider trading in your old one. Many companies have ramped up or started efforts to buy back your old phone. According to a CNN report, how much you get for an old phone or other gadget depends on a variety of factors, including its age, condition, and how in demand the particular brand is. For example, a newer iPhone model will get you much more than a 3-year-old Windows mobile smartphone.
An Ohio man faces 1 month of jail time for teasing and taunting a 10-year-old girl with cerebral palsy after a video of the incident went viral. On November 27th, Judge John A. Poulos of Canton Municipal Court sentenced 43-year-old William Bailey to 29 days in jail. The taunting occurred on September 26 when Tricia Knight and her mother-in-law were waiting for her children's bus to return home from school. Knight's 3 children, including 10-year-old Hope, attend Walker Elementary School with Bailey's 9-year-old son, Joseph. William Bailey was dragging his leg and patting his arm across the chest to pick up his son, Joseph, said Knight. I asked him to please stop doing this. My daughter can see you. He then told his son to walk like the R word.
Information is now leaking about how in the 1950s the United States had plans to nuke the moon. It was a top-secret plan developed by the U.S. Air Force to look at the possibility of detonating a nuclear device on the moon. It was hatched in 1958, a time when the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a nuclear arms race, which would last decades and drive the two superpowers to the verge of nuclear war. The Soviets had also just launched Sputnik 1, the world's first satellite. The US were falling behind in the space race, and it needed a big splash. Perhaps blowing up the moon was going to top everything. I'm Lexy Bisson.
And I'm Trey Archambault.
That's all for today for Friday, November 30th.
Please join us again on Monday during lunch for the most reliable and up-to-date news.